Welcome back to the Sanctuary and Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. Kruznik X here. Last episode, we reached the legendary City of Gold, aka Living Memory. We met with Sveen, who is determined not to stop walking this particular path she has chosen to walk. So, we have no choice but to stop her, but I think Wuk Lamat will have other ideas. Let's get right down to it with our next quest, Those Who Live Forever. It doesn't seem like we can do much else here. Let's return to the Aetheryte for now. The caretaker, Constancy. Perhaps he can tell us more about this business of Sveen going into a slumber. Oh, now we can access the gemstone trader. All right. Let's find this dude. He's nowhere in sight. Perhaps he has taken other recent arrivals on a tour. Looking for someone, are you? Yes. He was here just earlier. A fellow named Constancy. Wait, what? Hello, everyone. You made it here, as I knew you would. Is that who I think it is? It is! It's Kakuya! None other. This is the first time some of you are seeing me in the proverbial flesh, isn't it? Feast your eyes, then. She who was controlling that unassuming machine was a ravishing Shitona maiden. That was a bit much, wasn't it? Ignore me. So it was true. That you're here means. I tried to tell you so many times, but my courage always failed me. I am indeed an endless. Have been for quite a while now. Erenville. Now, you've come to stop Sveen, yes? I can help with that, but I have a request to make. You know how to stop her, then? While there are no guarantees, your coming here makes it a distinct possibility. As my wish is relevant to your mission, will you hear me out? You can decide what to do afterwards. Excellent. To begin, we'll need to head to a different area. See that sentry? I'll have them grant you access to the zip line. Zip line? What is that? A fun little mode of transport. They don't see much use though, as we endless can teleport freely within living memory. This particular line will take you to a zone called Canal Town. I'll be waiting for you there. With that endearing pushiness, it could only be Kakuya. Let's go. You don't seem to be... Error. User registration confirmed. I bid you welcome to Canal Town, the resort of romance and relaxation. Please enjoy your stay. Oh, I could get used to that. What a charming place. That's them. The people Sphene strives to protect. They look happy. So, what's this request of yours? I want you to erase us. Erase the endless. What? Care to elaborate on that? Oh, come now, spare me those gloomy faces. Being alive, you're the only ones who can know this. And we won't have a better opportunity than now, whilst Queen Sphene is busy preparing to initiate interdimensional fusion. It's wrong to sacrifice others to sustain the endless. This I firmly believe. But talking to you now, you seem as real as any of us. And if you need an answer right away, I don't know if I can give it. Is there a reason we need to act so soon? Because, as you've just said, it's wrong to sacrifice others to sustain us. Remember, we need life force. Other forms of ether don't cut it. In the beginning, we managed with the ether of those who died in the barrier. But as our numbers grew, there began to be a shortage. That's why Queen Sphene looked into other sources. Even the ether I'm composed of may have come from victims of the attack on Tuliolal. Sorry, I muted my mic for a second to move it. Anyway, let's continue. I can't bear that thought. I can't bear to exist because someone died. We'd probably feel the same way if we were in your shoes. But what exactly are you asking us to do? In each zone, there is an enormous data storage device called a terminal. That is where our memories are kept. If you shut down a terminal, the memories within will disappear, along with those endless created from them. But does this need to be done now? Can't we stop Sphene first and then take it from there? It's precisely in order to stop Sphene that it must be done now. Her own memories are stored within the Meso Terminal, which stands at the heart of living memory. As you would expect, the terminal's defenses are extremely tight, but it has moments of vulnerability, such as when it has just finished calculations, which we can exploit to shut it down from within. While we wait for that opening, we erase the Endless. Once we are gone, Sphene will no longer have a reason to plunder ether from other worlds. Would Sphene simply allow us to shut down the terminals? In preparation for fusion, the Meso Terminal is currently performing massive calculations while gathering energy. Even if the system notices us, it cannot easily suspend the process. Rather than doing so, I believe it will attempt to accelerate the timetable and bridge worlds before the plan can be thwarted. It wouldn't be a decision Sphene would wish to make, but she would be able to save those who are stored in the Meso Terminal at least. There's sense in your strategy, and in resolving the Stop Sphene, we had anticipated that it might come to this. But to actually talk about erasing the Endless is difficult. You needn't feel any guilt. No matter how lifelike we may seem, we Endless are but facsimiles created from memory. Besides, stopping Sphene requires that you shut down the Meso Terminal, which sustains all of us. Sooner or later, it will need to be done. If we are to be erased, then let it be before more people come to harm. Living, breathing people with futures they deserve to experience. There has to be another way. I'm afraid not. We spent years scouring Preservation's records, but found nothing. It's truly a bothersome system they've created. Don't want you to go. Well, I appreciate the thought. We can't afford to miss this chance. Do this for me, will you? We'll do as you ask. Thank you for respecting my wish. And as a personal request, while her actions cannot be condoned, I ask that you afford Queen Sphene a measure of understanding. Know that she herself didn't choose to become an Endless. It was Preservation that made the choice for her. She is powerless to resist her purpose. What do you mean? The Sphene you know is an ideal that Preservation brought to life. Harnessing the love the living Sphene bore for her people, they brought forth an eternal queen whose primary directive is to preserve the Endless. But as you know, the Endless consume ether. Sphene was compelled to find ways to procure it, and that compulsion has driven her to resort to interdimensional fusion. What? Are you telling me the original Sphene wouldn't have chosen this? What the Queen might have done, only she herself would know. But the scientists of Preservation have vanished, leaving their created Queen to walk alone. So, as you go about your mission, think not that you're stopping a ruthless villain, but rather that you're relieving a troubled soul of her burden. All right, Kakuya. We understand now, both your reasoning and your feelings. But before we erase the Endless, I'd like to know them. I'd like to know what she fights tooth and nail for. If we're going to reject someone's beliefs, let it be after we've come to understand them. This is a lesson I learned from the Rite of Secession. I realize we're pressed for time, But if it's all right with you, I want to meet as many people as I can. You truly are Galushaja's kitten. Well, the calculations will take a while still. It should be fine if we do this as we proceed to the terminals. I'm with you. We might not be able to learn everything, but it would nevertheless be meaningful if we could glimpse the hearts of those who inhabit this place before we set them free. I'll leave you to it then. When you've finished here, come and find me at the fountain near that big clock tower. Right. Let's split up and find some locals to speak with. It really is a lovely place. You should run along and enjoy it while you can. We swim in the lake? Yep, we can swim. Well now, I don't believe I've seen you around before. Newcomer, I take it. It's wonderful here, let me tell you. I just bumped into a dear friend in life. And we've been whiling away the hours reminiscing. It might have been more like days, actually. You don't get a sense of the time here. By the way, did you hear the announcement earlier? As much as I love this place, I wonder if Queen Sphene can really sustain us forever. But I suppose there's no use worrying about such things. Anyway, thanks to you, we found a break in our conversation. We'll go and ride the gondola next. Well, I can do some sprite farming here at least. Maybe. Probably not. Oh, hello there. Taking in the sights of Canal Town too, are you? Both my wife and I just adore this place. We had become estranged in life, she and I, but being here gave us the chance to reconcile. I couldn't be more grateful for the chance to spend these blessed little moments together again. I have no more regrets. Whether Her Majesty's plan succeeds or no, I can rest with peace in my heart. Well, we shall continue on our way, but we hope to see you again. Till next time. You there! Have you tried the popcorn from that stall? You haven't? You don't know what you're missing. I consider myself something of a gourmand, and believe me when I say the classic salt flavor is amazing. The saltiness is simply exquisite. That's the only way to describe it. Once you have a mouthful, it's impossible to stop until it's all gone. And after you've tried it, I urge you to seek out the other stalls. There are lots of them everywhere, offering all manner of delights. For another recommendation off the top of my head, the ice cream over in Asile Volcan. It's so smooth and rich and... just thinking about it has given me a hankering. That's it. I'm going to go and have some right now. Welcome, welcome. Have a browse and let me know when you're ready to order. You're here on that lady's recommendation as well, I take it. I had been wondering what the endless do for sustenance, so it seemed a good opportunity to learn. Oh, this is your first time eating, is it? The food here is created using ether and memory data. To us, it tastes just like the real thing. So how about it? Would you care for some popcorn? Let's give it a try, shall we? That's the spirit. Find a table you like and I'll bring it right out. And lest you worry, there's no charge. All the food here is free. Food created with memory data. How will this taste to the living, I wonder? Well, as they say, there's only one way to find out. If you sample a handful of popcorn, while it has texture, you can detect no taste whatsoever. Good gods. It tastes like nothing at all. I mean, it's amazing! I've never had such tasty popcorn! It's not our bestseller for nothing! What about you? It's interesting. It's always special watching newcomers eat for the first time. They're just like the people of Everkeep. Their communal spirit, their delighted smiles, exactly the same. Thank you for your custom. Come again anytime. By the way, prior to this, a young man caught my eye near the canal. He appeared to be searching for something, and rather frantically. Did you perchance see him too? No. I must say I'm curious as to what has him so flustered. Could you help me look for the fellow? My thanks. Let's head to where I saw him. All right. Would seem he is no longer in the vicinity. Let us keep looking. Whatever it is that troubles him, perhaps we can be of assistance. I cannot claim to know exactly how Endless behaved, but hopefully our man has not gone far. Let us split up to search for him. He is an Eldite with fair hair. Elf with fair hair. Oh, there he is. God, strike me down. We reunite again after 100 years, and what should happen? Yes. My apologies, but I'm in some haste. you have something to say, please make it brief. Your friend noticed that I seemed troubled, so you've been looking for me. What kind souls you are. I've lost something important. The engagement ring intended for my beloved. A lanky, monkey-like friend stole it from me. After running hither and thither, I managed to locate the beast in yonder square, but I'm uncertain how I should take the ring back. Once I might have considered fighting for it, but given the shortage of ether, the danger is simply too great. If I were to be struck down and my essence dispersed, I am not like to be remade for a long time. I cannot risk that. Not after my beloved has finally been given form again after 100 years. Though it pains me to do so, I shall give up on the ring. But I thank you for your kind concern. Yoink! Teach you to steal from people. Sort. There's the fair-haired man. Oh, 'tis you again. Was there something else? Here you go. Good heavens! This is the ring! You took it back from that beast! Yep. Thank you. Thank you ever so much! I see you've already resolved the situation, Chris. You must be the friend who first noticed me. I owe you my gratitude as well. My name is Euclase. I was planning to propose to my beloved with the ring, and thanks to you, I can do just that. Well, that is cause to rejoice indeed. Did the two of you meet here? No, we were sweethearts in life. But I died young, and she only followed me decades later. Even then, our reunion wasn't meant to be, for the ether shortage means not everyone can be recreated. I had to wait until but recently to see her again. A reunion beyond death? Such a thing would be possible here, I suppose. I assume you're newly arrived? While our memories are stored in the terminals, less than 1 in 10 of us has been given form at present. I myself have been reincarnated 3 times now, and each time there seems to be fewer of us. It's fairly a miracle that my beloved and I could meet. I see. Given the circumstances, the chances of existing concurrently with an acquaintance would be slim indeed. And slimmer still for a loved one. Truly, that is why I decided to do that which I failed to do in life. Ask her for her hand. With her regulator, she was spared the sadness of my death. Even so, she never took another man for the rest of her days. She told me that, although she couldn't remember me afterwards, she could never shake the feeling that someone precious had been part of her life. The sweet fool. The ring represents a yearning I have long carried, though I know full well it is only a construct, like these bodies of ours. There is a part of me that wonders if this is wrong. Not that I expect us to exist forever, even in this form. But to be close, but to be with the one I love once again and make her happy. However wrong this world may be, I have nothing but gratitude for Queen Sphene. Now, if you'll excuse me, I shall go and make that proposal. I've made her wait long enough as it is. This isn't much, but please accept it as a token of my thanks. Tickets. For the gondola. To ensure that order is preserved, we must observe the proper way of doing things even more. It's very much like Queen Sphene to make it so, is it not? Take care, my friends, and see to it you have no regrets. Well, I think it's about time we rejoin the others. But what do you say we go by the gondola? I expect it won't be possible to do so once the terminal is shut down. Come then. Let us seek a vessel at the pier. Alright, so how do we go by the gondola? Oh, there it is. We can push off at any time. Mind the gap when you board. Ah, neat. It's kind of cute.
Do you remember what I said to you before all this?
I could stand to hear it again.
That life is a series of journeys. That you must be true to yourself.
Why is there a
For
ripple
indeed,
effect around
there's
us?
no telling what awaits. I don't know about you, but I certainly didn't expect to behold such sights. The future is as fluid as the water beneath us. Truly.
Uh-huh.
Tell me, my friend, have you ever wished to be reunited with someone who has passed away?
Yeah.
I have. I do. But I think, above all else, I wish that they had lived. If only for one more day. Just one more day. A joyous one. if I could choose. I did all that I could to make it happen. I tried everything. Spared nothing. In that manner, I was able to keep some few souls out of harm's way, but so many were beyond my power to save. What would I have done then, had I this? And you? Can you imagine yourself spending eternity here, knowing no loss?
That is a good question. I honestly don't know the answer. Well, it's nice to chat with you again, my friend. It feels as though it has been some time. Having met Endless like you, Clays, I feel I've come to understand Sphene a little better. Anyone would wish those dear to them a long and happy future. And she bears the burden of this desire for all of her subjects. Yet, as Kryl said, we too have people we cannot lose. Come, Chris. We can get to the fountain via yonder bridge. Oh, whoops, wrong way. Mountain is this way. Kryl and Erenville are still out and about, it seems. So, how was it? What are your impressions of those you met? It was great. Everyone was so happy. Just talking to them made me feel happy too. What about you, Chris? Sweethearts reunited? That's a miracle! While it is a miracle after a fashion, the system strives to make such encounters possible. If you met someone you know, it's probably not by chance. The terminals hold information on unfulfilled longings and use them to orchestrate reunions like Euclase's. I see. That the terminals can do this is impressive indeed, but there is one thing I do not understand. According to Euclase, his beloved passed away decades after he did, yet they appeared to be of like age. Ah, yes. People are not necessarily recreated as they were when they passed away. The appearance of an Endless, I speculate, reflects the happiest period in their life. Is that the case for you, then? Not that I can tell how old you are as slowly as your people age. I'm not sure, to be honest. I have so many happy times, it's hard to know which one applies. I'm insufferably inquisitive. Whether it's nature or technology, I can't help but want to learn more about the world around me. You might say that discovery is what gives me joy. It made me happy in life and may have been a blessing afterwards. The other Endless are content with what they have here, you see. They don't develop the urge to leave. But I was so determined to see the world again that I taught myself how to gain control of a vessel and ventured outside. You're a proper rebel. Well, that's enough about me for now. While we wait for Kryl and Eleneshbia, I have a favor to ask of you. As you may have noticed, most of the fountains here aren't running. That's because, despite its shiny appearance, this city is centuries old and everything is dreadfully run down. The fountains apparently used to put on magnificent shows, and I was hoping that we could get them working again. Giving the control units a dose of ether should be enough to restore the circuits and switch them on. But being an Endless, I'm unable to do that. I realize this is a selfish request, but at the last, I'd like to treat the people here to the display. Just leave it to us. I'd love to see the show myself. Thank you. The control units are built into the surrounding lampposts. If you tend to a few of them each, you'll be done before you know it. Once the fountains are fixed, we can round up Eleneshbia and Kryl and head to the hydro terminal together. So the time is nigh. Come, let us set to it.
We've switched on the circuits like you asked.
Thank you, everyone. Hopefully, this does the trick.
Oh!
Well, it worked. Whoa!
Amazing. Wow! Look, Mother, look!
And with that, we've given them a show.
It's beautiful. I've never seen anything like it.
Wuk Lamat! Oh, where are you? Wuk Lamat!
Oh no.
By the gods, it's Namika.
Shit.
begging your pardon, but I'm looking for a child. A small Shibrali girl. Have you seen her by chance?
You are Namika, aren't you? It's me, Wuk Lamat. Don't you recognize me?
Oh, what am I to do? The child and I, we aren't related by blood, but she's as dear to me as my own.
Oh, shit.
It's all right. You found her. I'm here.
You? Could it be?
Yes, Namika. You know these eyes, this voice. It's me, Wuk Lamat.
Oh! It is you! Oh, how silly of me. But if you're here, then that means...
No. I'm still alive.
Oh, good. Thank the gods for that. But what power has brought us together again? This isn't a dream, is it?
Oh, boy.
It's not a dream. Or rather, it is a dream come true. I so wanted to hear your voice one more time.
Just look at you, my Wuk Lamat. Stronger and more assured than I've ever seen. Such hazards you must have braved and hardships endured to come so far.
It was tough, but I made it thanks to my friends. And to you, Namika. I'm the person I am now because you always believed in me. Because you loved me as if I were your own daughter. Thank you. Thank you. You're everything I could have asked for. The best mother.
I'm so glad. Looking back, I've had a blessed life. And it was because I was a part of yours. When I lost my child to illness, I thought I'd never know happiness again. But it rekindled in my breast the instant you smiled your little smile at me. You became my purpose, my joy.
You're mine too.
To have this chance to speak with you again and leave nothing unsaid. I know not how or why, but I am grateful. So grateful. Where you must go, I cannot follow. But know that I'll always be with you. Take care of yourself. Promise me.
I will. Mama. I will. And one day, we'll meet again. I understand why Sving cannot bear to let them go. But as painful as it is to part, we're meant to live and die. To let go and let others carry on in our stead. We can't cling to everything forever. Come, let's keep moving.
Well, yeah. Just teared up a little on that one. And, that kind of hit close to home. All right, the moment of truth. Just to make sure, Kakuya, you're not going to disappear when we shut this terminal down, right? Not just yet. It's the Aero terminal in the northwestern zone that holds my memories. You already know how to operate the terminal. It's the same process that the fountains control. I'll leave it for you to decide when to shut it down. Doing so will cause the endless here to fade away, together with this beautiful scenery. If you still wish to speak with people or see the sights, you'll want to do that first. Upon shutting down the hydro terminal, it will not be possible to restore Canal Town to its present form. All right. The only way we'll be able to restore this is if we ever go through New Game Plus again. But really, there's if we don't, we'll have to, yeah. All right, let's do it. Here we go.
Sleep tight, everyone.
One down, 4 to go. This hurts. I'd be lying if I said otherwise. But the only way now is forward. And we will continue in just a moment. If you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned. If you're watching on YouTube, here are the links provided. See you in a bit.